Hello and welcome. In this tutorial video, we will be going over iDesign presets, how to use them, modify them, as well as create them. We will also be covering other facilities offered by this plugin's super convenient import-export systems at various levels. Presets are a great utility to help you quickly complete your projects, and iDesign gives you access to a ton of presets covering various requirements. You may want to bookmark the iDesign presets index page and browse through all its available wealth of content to benefit your projects. Presets help you efficiently reuse your past work, as anything you ever created with iDesign, from the plugin database, design projects, sets, to even individual tiles, can be reutilized and tweaked thanks to the plugin's advanced import-export system. Using this facility will help you save a lot of time and energy. Please note that all the iDesign presets you find on its website are fully customizable, as they were created from the plugin itself without any additional code. In fact, the plugin's users can themselves create such designs entirely from scratch. Let's start with how to import preset sets into your current project. Identify a preset you want to import and pick up its import code via the blue chip icon that appears at its top right corner. Now mark out the area on your blueprint where you want this set to appear, and from the tooltip, select Import. Paste the code in the input box that appears, press Submit, and the preset will be imported. You can customize the set just like any other regular set that you create yourself. Now suppose you wanted to import only the skin from a preset and didn't want to lose the content of your set. In this case, you should drop the import code inside the import input box in the set's overall customization section. Then uncheck the self-explanatory options of overwrite number of tiles and overwrite content of tiles. Press go and your set will receive only the skin from the preset and not its content. Let me show you a neat little feature. Even if you have more tiles in your set than in the preset, you'll find that the importer will apply the skins in the same pattern across all your tiles as the pattern of the preset. With the export button, you get the code for your current set, which you can use exactly the way you use the code from any preset. This is why any set you ever create using iDesign essentially becomes a preset itself, ready for future reuse. Now let's move on to the ability of importing and exporting individual tiles. You'll find the options for this in the overall tab of the tile panels. Pressing the export button gives you the entire settings code for that particular tile. You can drop this into the import input field of any other tile to create a copy. There are no restrictions on which tile you import these settings into. You can import these settings to any tile of any set in any design. While importing a tile, you again have the option of overwriting the content of your current tile or only copying over the settings. Check or uncheck the overwrite content option for this. Notice this button with the label Export Settings to all other tiles in set. This neat feature is of great utility when you want to copy the settings of the current tile onto all other tiles in the current set. You would often want to do this when you happen to make a change in one tile and want to copy the change along with the rest of the settings over to all the other tiles of the set. Using this button will save you all the time and effort of manually copying over the settings to the other tiles in the set. Now let's cover the ability of copying over entire designs to your current project. This is often useful while exchanging designs with others or copying over sections or full page designs from the iDesign website. You can copy the entire design using the red chip icon that appears at the top right corner of the design sheet. Paste the code into the import input box in the main settings section at the top of your canvas page, and with one click you'll have the entire design imported over for you to play with. The design export facility should now be obvious. Last, but definitely not the least, let's get into the facility of importing and exporting the entire database of the plugin. The ability to export your entire iDesign database is especially useful as it allows you to download a backup of your data with a single click. Personally, I use this facility to download backups of my iDesign database on a very regular basis and would recommend you to do the same. The zip file you download contains the import code for all your designs labeled by the IDs. The database import facility will let you absorb your iDesign data into another site via the zip file we just talked about. This is especially useful while moving from a development site to a production site. Additionally, there's a neat little facility of modifying all the image and link URLs while you import your database. Just enter the base name or the string that you would like to replace and the new string that should be attached in its place in all the addresses. And that wraps up a tutorial. Feel free to mail me your queries, suggestions and feedback at idesignplugin@gmail.com. And if you like the video, I'd appreciate a thumbs up. Until next time.